Hi, greetings from Beacon. My name is Cynthia. I'm a business consultant in the company. Our company exists here in the United Arab Emirates over 10 years, and we are assisting companies to relocate to the United Arab Emirates. We are taking care of the company setup, the visa, and the bank account opening procedure. So let's see what is the company setup. So what are the benefits of relocating your company here to the United Arab Emirates? There are several reasons why we should do that setup. There could be two main reasons. One, if you just would like to stay in your home country and you would like to optimize your taxes for your current operation, then in this case, we can open a Freezone company for you. There is another option why people are choosing Dubai is because they would like to service this market. Let's say you would like to open a grocery store, or if you would like to have a hairdresser salon or a nail salon or anything like that, when you are directly would like to service the clients, this is when we need a mainland company. So in both cases, Dubai is the best space for you. Currently, we have taxes in the country, but it's still lower than anywhere in Europe or anywhere in the world. I will get into the taxes a little bit later. So the benefit of opening a company would be either optimizing your taxes in your home country, or you are coming to this booming economic place and then you can enjoy the international market. So about the taxes, in the past, Dubai has been tax-free and then we had no accounting. Unfortunately, these days are over. But I think it's not a disadvantage that we have now corporate tax. So nobody can call Dubai as an offshore destination anymore. The taxes are the following. The first $100,000 profit is always tax-free, and everything above the $100,000, you have 9% corporate tax. But there are several items or several things you can deduct from your taxes. We have prepared a different video and we have prepared a different write-up about the taxes in the country. If you are relocating to the country, you pay 9% corporate tax. In case we are setting up just a holding company, you still remain tax-free. I will take this up later on. But we have no dividend tax, no personal income tax, no capital gain tax, and no taxes or royalties. So I mentioned the Freezone and the Mainland company. There are significant differences between these two entities. The Freezone company is a free trade zone. It's an economic zone where you can establish your company. You are 100% owner of your own company. In the past, we needed an Emirati partner for the company. It's not the case anymore. The Freezone company is meant to carry out the activities outside of the United Arab Emirates. So let's say you have an IT company, or you're working online, or a marketing company. In this case, you can service anybody in the world. Your clients can be anywhere in the world, but they are getting their invoice from the Freezone company here in Dubai. So the Freezone company can do B2C and B2B outside of the United Arab Emirates and allowed to do B2B business inside Dubai. So if you are establishing a Dubai company, you can still do business with another Dubai company. This is the case of the Freezone. For the Freezone companies, it's not mandatory to have an office here in Dubai. So you anyway work online, or you anyway work in a digital place, why would you need an office, right? So you don't have to rent an office here in order to have a company. The Freezone companies has just a little bit of a limitation. You cannot have too many visas added. This means you cannot have unlimited number of employees. The maximum visas available for a Freezone company are 4. The visas will be needed for the bank account opening. I will take this up later on. But in case you are alone in your company, or you have 1 or 2 other directors or owners or employees, the Freezone company is perfect for you. So the Freezone companies are for those who are not interested to relocate physically, or working online, or doing an activity like a commercial activity, any professional activity, and you would like to stay in your home country. The other company setup is a Mainland. The Mainland is an onshore company inside the country or inside Dubai. Let's say you are opening a perfume shop, or you have a pet grooming company and you would like to service the clients here inside the city, then you need to have a Mainland company. The Mainland company has unlimited number of visas available. So you would like to grow your company, you would like to take on clients later on, more employees later on, then you are allowed to do that. A Mainland company has to rent an office. There is no way around it. We have to have a facility here, which is your office. If you have an apartment here, it cannot count as an office. You cannot use the apartment as an office. You can only use commercial buildings for the office. The mainland company's license is only for 1 year, so every single year you have to renew your license and you need to renew your rent. But on the other hand, if you have a mainland company, there is no limitation on who you can service inside the country. So when we are doing a consultation with you, we will determine if you need a Freezone company or if you need a mainland company. If you are not interested to relocate, most probably, this is a Freezone company. If you want to move, it's a mainland company. It's not that complicated. What is the process of setting up a company and what is the time frame? Let's say we are establishing a Freezone company. The Freezone company establishment takes about 5 to 7 working days online. It's a very simple establishment. You send us the passport copy, you fill out the data request form, we sign a service agreement, we ask some documents from you, and 5 to 7 working days, we have your license and address here in Dubai, so you have your company up and running. The second step will be for you to come to Dubai for a visa. The visa is needed for the corporate bank account opening. So you have to obtain a visa. The visa doesn't mean that you have to live here. You don't have to live here. You don't have to relocate to the United Arab Emirates. You are just getting a visa so we can open a bank account for you. So you need to come to Dubai for 2 weeks. Yes, it's 2 weeks. First, you have to get a medical check. It cannot be done outside of the UAE. You cannot bring your medical check from your home country. It has to be done here in a specific medical center. You are going to get a blood test and a chest x-ray. We are going to pick you up from your hotel. We're going to bring you to the medical center. Obviously, we set up an appointment for you. We wait for you there. We bring you back to the office. Next day, you are getting biometrics. We are going to bring you to the place. We're going to wait for you there. They're going to scan both of your hands, your eyes, and then we are done for the next few days. We need to wait a few days until you are receiving your visa and Emirates ID. It's an ID card. It's an identification card, same as your current one. It doesn't mean you have to give back your current ID card. You're just getting a card here, so you can buy a SIM card, you can rent a place if you want, so it's very useful. This is needed also for the bank account. So let's say you arrive to Dubai, 10 days later we get your visa and Emirates ID, then we can do the bank account opening with you. So the whole procedure is on us, we take care of all the documentation, everything. We are going to open a bank account in the local bank in Euro, US dollars and British pounds accounts. Obviously, the main account is Arab Emirati Dirham, which is right now connected to the US dollars. So you're not losing money on the exchange rate in case you are working with US dollars. So these are the steps. First, we establish a company. You don't have to be here. Then you come to Dubai for 2 weeks. Then we are getting your visa, Emirates ID, and then we open a bank account for you. So after 2 weeks, you can go home with a bank card and ID card in your hand. The visa is online, like it's digital, it's not stamped in your passport anymore. About the visa. As soon you are getting an investor visa, you have just one requirement. You have to enter the country once every 180 days. It's not 6 months, it's 180 days. There is no minimum requirement of the stay. So let's say you are coming from your home country and you're traveling somewhere and you are using Dubai as an exit, that's perfectly fine. There is no minimum requirement, but you should make sure that you are checking in and checking out of the country. That's every 180 days. The visa is always valid for 2 years. So every second year, we are renewing your visa, which means you are redoing the medical check. So every 2 years, we're going to pick you up from the hotel again, and we're going to bring you to the medical center, and you are redoing this procedure. The visa renewal is right now, every second year, $2,500. The company prices are depending if we are doing a Freezone company or we are doing a mainland company. Every activity has a different price. So right now in this video, I cannot give you full, precise prices. That's why we need to do an interview. So I need to find out what is your activity, what are your goals, are you relocating, how many owners do you have, how many visas do you need office? So I'm going to ask about 10 questions before I can determine if you need a Freezone company or a mainland company, and I can give you an exact price. Just like a ballpark, company setup in each case starts from $15,000. There is nothing below. If you ever contacted another agency and they give you a price of $5,000, something is wrong. And this is Dubai. Nothing is cheap in this country. So this is going to be just like an idea of what you need to prepare for. How to choose your activity. When we are doing a consultation with you, I will prepare a tailor-made offer for you. So I will do my research and I will suggest you an activity which would fit to your company. I will send you like 2-3 options so you can read the definition, read the description, and then you can choose which is good for your company. So we go over together. This is the most important part of the company setup, that we are correctly choosing your activity. If we are choosing a wrong activity, most probably we will not be able to open a bank account for you. So this is, rather we just spend a little bit more time on this to agree that we found the correct activity for you. How to get started. So we have your activity, we have decided if we are going with a Mainland or a Freezone company, right? So you sign the service agreement with us, you appoint us as your agency, then I will send you the list of documents you need to send to us. We need a passport copy from you, which is valid more than 6 months. So if it's expiring within the next 6 months, you need to renew your passport. So then you sent us the documents, you send the payment upfront. It's always one payment upfront. We have no payment plan available because mostly these prices are going to be government prices. So in order to service you, we also have to pay the fees upfront to the government. So we have the payment arrived, you send us the documents, 5 to 7 working days, you have your company up and running. Then we need about 1 to 2 weeks to prepare some documentations for you to be able to come to Dubai. And then when we receive you, as soon as you arrive to the country, you need to be here 2 weeks. So it's going to be about 6 weeks from the beginning until the end. You don't have to come to the visa immediately, but you have to come within 6 months. So anyway, when we get started, we have like a whole delivery team. They're going to call you and they're going to schedule you. So we are going to do another interview with you when is the best time for you to come to Dubai. So we are not going to pressure you to come right now. So we're going to do everything in a very timely fashion manner, but we're going to get done everything very fast. Other advantages and other benefits of opening a company here is that it's safe. If you are coming from Europe, you know that we have some situation these days. It's not so stable, economically it's not stable. We have very high taxes, don't even mentioning the safety in general. What you need to know about Dubai, that 90% of the population are foreigners. So the government set up everything around us. The main income of Dubai is not from oil, it's not from gas, it's from tourism, company setup, and real estate. So if you hear anything stupid from the media that, oh, no, Dubai is going to change laws and they're going to take your money, it's not true. They're never going to do anything in order to endanger this setup. Just imagine if 90% of the population would move out from Dubai one day to another because they make some mistakes or they're going to make our life harder. They're just going to stay here in the desert. But joke aside, what you need to know about the UAE, that it's an Islamic country. So based on the Islam or based on the Sharia laws, the right for the property is the strongest right and it cannot be eliminated. This means for you as a company owner that as soon as you have a company here, a legal entity, if you have money on your bank account, if you have a property on your name, nobody can take it away from you, ever. I'm coming from Hungary and unfortunately it can happen many times, or it's keep happening that the government is coming and puts his hands on a company or puts his hands on a real estate and they say, like, it's ours. Here in an Islamic country, you don't have to worry about these things. It's never going to happen. Also, the other main point why you should consider Dubai instead of other offshore locations is that here the bank account is your property, not the bank's. The UAE banks are not reporting to any other countries except the United States. We have no open company registry here in the UAE. So why in Hungary or why in Europe, I just put in the company name or the company owner's name in a registry and I can find out everything, even about his grandmother. Here, it cannot happen. So we have no open company registry. So even if you hear from your local news that your local tax authorities are able to check Dubai's company, it's not true. There is no way to find this out. On the other hand, we are not hiding anything. We don't have to hide that you have a Dubai company because this is fully legal, this is fully ethical. We just need to make sure that we are using the correct rules and regulations, and then we are keeping in your home country's laws as well. How to take the money out of your Dubai entity. In daily life, how it would work that your UAE entity will send the invoice to your clients. The client pays the invoice to the UAE company's bank account. The money can come in euro, US dollars, and British pounds. Then the company makes the profit here, and the company pays the corporate tax here. In case you have a platform where your clients are paying or they are paying your subscription, that's also fine. So whatever your payment setup right now, you can use the same. You just exchange the technical things, and then you put the Dubai company's account in the background. So the money comes to the Dubai company's account, and it has 9% corporate tax above $100,000 profit. The company is a tax resident here in the United Arab Emirates because it has a license and it has an address here. The Dubai company or any UAE company will not be tax resident in the home country where you live. This is where people get mixed up. There is two entities, your company, which is a legal entity, and it's you. The company pays taxes here because it has a license and an address. You live in your home country, anywhere in Europe. You pay your personal income tax in your local country's rules. So there is two things. So if the Dubai company sends money to you, a salary, a commission, you pay the personal income tax based on that in your home country. There is one way you can send the money back home. It's called the director's fee. This is included in the double tax avoidance treaties. The UAE has double tax treaties with most European countries. Exception is Germany, UK, Sweden, Denmark. But in case, if you just want to make sure, you can either check it up for yourself about the double tax treaty, or before we do the consultation, I can check it up for you. You just let me know where is your residency. So the company pays corporate tax here. You pay your personal income tax here. Anyone pays the personal income tax based on the where the center of living is. Center of living is where you either spend more than 180 days in a country, or let's say you have a family in your country. You have your kids, your dogs, your cats, your house, your cars. Obviously, the center of living is in that place. So even if you would move to Dubai for 180 days, no tax office would ever approve paying personal income tax here when your family is in another country. You can't change tax residency, obviously. You need to register out from your home country, and you need to move to Dubai for minimum 180 days if you want to save your personal income tax as well. But if you don't want to move, it's also okay. You don't have to. The only thing you need to make sure that you enter the country once every 180 days. So how to prepare for your consultation? We are going to do the consultation online. WhatsApp, Telegram, Viber, and these kind of calls are blocked here. So I'm gonna either send you a Zoho call, Google Meet, or Zoom call link. So please download it before we are getting started. And also please prepare what is the activity of your company, what are your goals, like what would you like to do? You would like to relocate, or you would like to just save your taxes, or you would like to save your intellectual properties here. What do we do if your activity takes place in your home country, but you still would like to optimize your taxes? Let's say I have a shop at home in Hungary, or I have a hairdresser company, or I have a big company with several employees, I have a transportation company, anything which it is happening in a specific location. In this case, obviously, the local taxes has to be reported and has to be paid. What we can do for you, we can set up a holding company here in Dubai. The holding company is a mother company, and the mother company can buy the local company. So the local company will send the dividend back to Dubai, and then the dividend is always tax-free here. The mother company can also hold your intellectual properties, your domain, your logo, your brand, your know-how, your sales process, your organizing board, your CRM, your database, your Facebook page, if you are an influencer, or your followers. So based on this, the mother company can charge royalty to the local company. The holding company has several options or several legal ways how to take the money out of the local company. So if in case we need to do a holding company for you, I will send you a separate document on this. What are the legal options this can be used to minimize your taxes in your home country. The holding company is a very safe solution. It works for everyone. So in case this is what you would like to do, you would like to optimize your taxes and you would like to save your intellectual properties, you would like to have franchise from here, this is also possible. Let's say you have several companies all over the world. These Dubai company, this holding can buy all these companies or buy shares from all the other companies, and then all the dividends would come here on the Dubai company's account. As soon as you have a company here, all this income is tax-free. The holding companies are not taxed right now. You don't have to pay dividend tax, you don't have to pay royalty tax, you don't have to pay corporate tax. So the holding company is a very safe and very elegant solution. There is like a whole topic on this. So in case we go with that solution, I will give you full detailed information. So I'm looking forward to have this call and thank you very much. See you soon.